Hello, my name is G. This message is for everyone who has ever bashed a video game out there. Ever. This message goes for gamers and game haters alike. But it mainly leans towards the game haters. If you have ever bashed a video game for it being violent and blaming our economy on it, then you're a complete and utter idiot. Violence has been around way before video games were ever even thought of. And for that matter, why blame video games for violence? There are movies out there that are worse than a video game. And watching a movie stimulates your mind the same, if not more, than playing a video game. I have been a gamer ever since I was old enough to pick up a controller, before I was even old enough to know what I was doing, and I was beating games like this. So, therefore applying, if that is the case, and I was playing video games, violent video games, ever since I was young, wouldn't that have taught me to become violent? No, because video games, violent video games, do not teach children to be violent. Do not make children violent. A child must be born violent in order to become violent. It is a disorder of the mind, not something that is made in it, manufactured in the brain by some video images that get put there. No. It is a disorder and imbalance of chemicals within the brain that causes people, murderers out there, to have more rage and anger in their body than normal people. Everyone is born with rage and anger. Thus far, everyone out there is violent. No one is an exception. Even all of you out there who bash video games are violent. You violently bash the video games and the people who play them and say that it's the cause of all of our problems. It's like this recent one that I watched, talking about a boy who played this computer game and went around afterwards killing people, saying that the video game taught him how to do this. No. That the video game made him violent. Also, no. You do not learn violence from a video game. You observe it, but you do not learn from it. Now, mind you, there may be some people out there that do use video games like that. But that is only because they already have the disorder in their brain that causes the chemical balance to shift to the point where they become violent. And terrifyingly violent at that in some cases. It is not the fault of a video game. It is not the fault of a movie. Yes, let's just say this. Okay, our forefathers founded this country after watching a TV show or playing a video game and learning how to come over here and kill the Indians and Mexicans and steal the land from them. No, that did not happen. All of the gangs that were around before even the Atari system came out, I'm very much sure they did not learn violence from a video game. Now, on the other hand, a movie, maybe, but no, that is not the case. It is an imbalance, a chemical imbalance, and for all of you out there that claim otherwise, you are a complete and utter moron. Scientists have proven that enhanced violence is created whenever a chemical imbalance within the body occurs. This can often happen from trauma, a traumatic event within the life, or it could be a birth defect due to God knows what. Therefore, it is not possible or anything. It's not relevant that a video game or a TV show or movie could teach anyone about violence. I mean, yes, it teaches them about violence. Strike that last note. But it does not prove, it is totally irrelevant that due to the fact that they play it, it makes them want to do it. That is completely irrelevant. You don't do something just because you see it on TV. Or you don't do something just because you play it on a video game. No, you do something because your brain is telling you to do it. Not because of some video images that are put into your mind. Now, however, like I was saying earlier, there are people who do play video games and become violent. That is due to the chemical disorder. That is that. You cannot pinpoint, you cannot take one child and have them play a video game, or even two separate children, and have them play some video games. Have one play a non-violent video game and the other one play a violent video game, and then compare the brain waves. You cannot do that, because every brain works differently. It seems like our media and scientists today are trying to say that every mind is the same. Everyone thinks alike. Everyone's brain works exactly identical, which is bullshit. Everyone is different. And also, if I succeeded in having the Fox network, along with a few idiots that were on there, if I succeeded in getting y'all to watch this video, then I say one of my jobs is done. My second job is this: to make it where no one, absolutely no one, tries to blindside anyone from any problems that are going on out there by blaming it on something else. No. If you want to blame someone for murder, you don't blame it on a video game. You blame it on an imbalance within their brain. It is a proven fact that male serial killers out there they are born with a chemical imbalance that is not found in a normal person. Now, yes, I will say this. I have had thoughts before. I have had very violent thoughts, particularly about people who bash video games. But it is in human nature to be violent. It is very much human nature. It's how we have everything that we have today was due to human nature of violence. Without it, we would have nothing. It's just human. And no one out there has any right to blame it on anything else except for the fact that these people who are doing this are naturally violent by human nature. I hope that I actually caught the attention of many people out there today, and I hope that my message actually got through. So thank you, and goodbye.